Off script, with jab on the mic. Every story, every stumble, every late night rewrite. Pull back the curtain, hear the real talk. Off script with Jarvis and Chaun, let the conversation start.
Good. It's so good to see you, man.
Bro, it's amazing to see you. I had to reach out to you so I was filming at Mariners Church, and I know you play at the Irvine.
Let's go. Yeah. I love those
And
people over there.
right. So I was talking to Josh, and Josh was like, "Yeah, Chaun plays." I was like, "Chaun, who?" And he's Chaun. I was like, "That I have to," and I hit you right away. Like I got a thing in
Amazing. Nah, I love
2026. I
those
gotta
cats,
reach out to
man.
people, man.
Nah, big ups.
Yeah,
No, that's a real thing. That it's become a real thing, dude. For real. For
absolutely.
real. Yeah.
How the heck have you been?
Man, God is good, bro. I can't.
Yes,
I
sir.
can't. I gotta keep one ear on because I don't want to be too loud. My boy's in there sleeping.
Got you.
But
Where
but
are you at right now?
brother, well, I'm in.
Why?
I am currently at the home base,
Hey,
and home base for me is now Sweden, Uppsala, Sweden.
okay, story time, because that's very different. And I love this decision. Okay, let's go.
Yeah,
Why,
man.
how, when?
Well, man, like, yo, it's a family move, dude. Like, it's better for my family. My wife's home. My wife is from here originally, right? So her support base is here. Dad, others, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? One of the brothers and his wife they live in Dubai, but they got a place nearby, right outside of Stockholm called Bromma.
Okay.
So everybody's out here, man, and like, my boy loves it here. It kind of started up when I started going real hard with LD,
Okay.
When Lauren Daigle, when the tour started really picking up, and like I wasn't home. Well, I the way they toured, Nashville touring, man, is way different, bro, than like
Yeah.
LA touring. So like they still tour with the family in mind. So I was home.
Mm.
Maybe like we go out for like we'd probably leave on a Wednesday or something like that, or a Tuesday, probably get back on a Sunday, and then do the same thing for like 6 months straight.
Wow. That's a
So I'm
dope
home.
schedule.
Yeah, it's a great schedule, right?
It's a
So
great schedule.
I'm probably home for like 2, 3 days or whatever before I gotta head back to Nashville for bus call. But even when it kind of slowed down, we were still kind of moving like that, like during the shed tours and stuff like that. On those times when my son was just born in 2023 is that's around the time where I first started the gig in 2024
Sure.
2023. So my boy was born 2023. No, I started it like August of 23.
Okay.
Um, my boy was born in December 23, 23. Yeah. And then
Yep.
24 happened, kept going. And then by the time we hit like 25, like around like December, man, like it got to a place because she was going back and forth. You
Okay.
know what I
I
mean?
see.
Just to spend time with them while I was gone. I didn't feel comfortable with her being home alone or whatever with him.
Sure.
And then also she needed the help as well. You know what I mean? So praise God for them.
Yes, sir.
Um, So yeah, man, it got to a point where she was like, the way they do like living situations out here is like you got to get on a waiting list to get into a place here.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's wild, dude. But everything is different here, dog. Everything, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's
How you
man,
adjusting? That's a big culture difference.
huge culture difference. Although I've been coming here for the last 10 years since we've been together.
Sure. Okay. So you're
So
familiar.
I'm familiar with it. I'm familiar with it. I'm familiar with the lifestyle. I'm familiar with like, the surroundings for that matter, even more so now than before, because before it was like I would go to Stockholm and I'll have to play at this place called Fasching or something like that, or some places like that, club gigs or like stuff like that.
Sure.
Now it's like, you know, we're in Uppsala where it's like she grew up and it's a college town, it's a college city.
Okay.
You know, it's a little slower pace, slower than LA for that matter. You know what I mean? Way slower than
Yeah.
LA. But man, it's peaceful, bro. I don't wanna I don't wanna get off the subject, but, like, it's
No, it's
peaceful, man. It's
please.
like it's way peaceful, man. It's like it's a little slower, man. It's like I have more it's like you got more time to think. Man, cats is
Yeah.
out here, they're living they're working to live. They're not living to work.
Right, right. That's a
You know
very
what I
big
mean?
difference. Yes,
Oh my
sir.
god, man, like, these cats take time out to spend time with each other, man. They work so they can have fika time. Fikas are like, you know, let's get together, get some coffee. Let's get some coffee and
Yes.
let's have some let's get coffee and let's get let me bring this down because I can see myself. Let's get some coffee and let's get some you know, dinner and just kick it and talk. That's what they
Sure.
work for. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, yeah.
And
It's
that
a
has
big
been
culture difference.
my God, bro, man. We have dinner, dog. Like
Isn't that nice? Just to
yo, yeah, like that's
have a hot meal with somebody is
bro, it's
yeah,
different, man. I really appreciate it, man, because it's I feel like I feel like it's been better for my life because I just feel like I've been ripping and running, man, ever since I got to LA. You know what I
right.
mean? It was a point where when I first got to LA, all I did was look up because I'd never experienced palm trees before.
Yeah,
Coming
sure.
from Rochester, you know what I mean? Like I
Right.
never seen palm trees, and it got to a point where it was like I stopped looking up and I kept looking straight because I was just trying to get to where I had to go to.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I never went to the beach like that because I hated how much
The
time it took to
traffic.
get there, the traffic,
Yeah.
man. I was like,
Yep.
I'm over it, bro. I'm over it. And
Yep.
so, you know, like, man, like I always felt like I had to put on armor just to get to wherever I had to get to. You know what I mean? Like
Wow.
just to brave the traffic and brave the people on the road. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you gotta prep to leave your house.
oh my God, bro. Just trying to get out of doggone LAX, dog.
Yeah.
Like, granted, with LD, like I always flew out of Burbank. Praise God,
Praise
dog.
God.
Whoa. But man,
Sheesh.
thank God they were so flexible with that. But like, you know, it's no knock against the living. It's no knock against LA at all. Like, you know, that's where I cut my teeth. That's where like I really like that's where I was refined. My whole
Yeah.
playing, my whole style of play, like how I deal with the business. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
Like, man, I
Yeah.
cut my teeth, bro, there. For
Yeah.
real cut my teeth, dog. You know what I mean?
Right.
But being out here, man, I feel it's been really good for me and my spirit, man, and good f good for my family, but, like, cause I'm out here, like, I'm not necessarily trying to work, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Cause I got the work, you know, I'm still working with I still travel back and forth,
Okay.
from here to Nashville. Nashville has now become, like, the camp base for me.
I see.
Yeah, yeah, dog, all my stuff is in storage in LA right now, dog, like, it's different. It's different, dog.
Yeah.
So,
It's a pretty big
Nashville,
change.
huge change, dog, and even then,
Yeah.
that place, Nashville, man, has become like, it's just as of recent where I was just there, doing a writers camp with LD, which is a
Mhm.
whole 'nother story, dog, whole other story,
I
bro.
can't wait to talk about that if you
Oh
can.
my god, yo, I can, like, I mean, you know, with
Yeah, within
respect,
reason.
yeah, you know,
Understood.
but
Yes, sir. Yes,
but,
sir.
like, even that, man, it's like, you know, I was always so, like, hesitant because I didn't know what the racial climate was there. I
Right.
wasn't sure of, like, I had my run-ins, you know what I mean, with, like,
Yeah.
different types of
Yes.
personalities and archetypes, and it's like, I'm from Rochester, New York, bro, like, I've had my run-ins with people in LA, dog, like, just the
Right.
business, learning the business and having to, like, play the game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay, let's talk about from Rochester to LA. What was that time frame when did you leave Rochester and get to the LA?
Bro, 2005.
Wow. And then you recently just left, so
Yeah,
20 years?
20 years, B.
Okay,
20
what was
years.
that transition like for you? Because
Huge.
that's a pretty big climate change and culture change.
Yeah, yeah, by myself, no less. All the way from Rochester by
Sure.
myself, no family on the West Coast. I never really wanted to go there because I had an experience there. I went to AIM. My first time going to LA was for this AIM convention. You heard of AIM?
I have, yes, sir.
Auxiliaries in Ministry. Dog,
Yep.
I was never the one that had the opportunity to go to like UNAT or like, CMW or whatever those conventions, so Kojic or whatever. I've never done that. That was not my thing. One, because my brothers did that stuff. I never got the
Okay.
chance to do that. I was too young. It wasn't. I just didn't have the opportunity. And then my mother left the Kojic church when I was still like in my teenage years, maybe a little bit younger than that. And she started going to this like the CCM churches that at the time they were called non-denominational churches,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
right?
Yep. Yep.
So I never, yeah, that I never had those experiences. You know what I mean? I never had those experiences. But it was this one time, like when I got a little older, and I'm, maybe what, bro? I maybe what? It may have been like 2 years, maybe even a year, 2 years before I moved
Mhm.
to LA. I went to the AIM convention,
Okay.
and I realized, man, this is not for me. This is
Wow.
not my vibe, bro. This is granted, like I saw like all the dope musicians. I saw
Yeah, of
like,
course, of course, of
oh
course.
my God, man. I saw Javad when he was a young Javad. I
Young
saw like,
Javad, yeah.
yeah, bro. I saw a young Scooter. I saw a young, like, young everybody, bro. Like Cass was just
Yeah.
young, killing, dog, like
Killing. Yep.
murdering, bro. And I'm like, Bam, this dude Bam Alexander, man, like he played drums on what you got, the Jay-Z tune. Dun, tsk,
Okay.
tsk, dun, that's Bam.
Mm,
Me and
got it.
Bam linked up. Me and Bam got close. Bam was the one that picked me up from the airport when I started going to school.
That's love.
That's how locked in we got. But, like, I
Yeah.
met Bam there, man, like, yo, we got tight, we got cool. Man, like, a lot of cats, man, we got real tight and got cool, and, like, we still rock to this day, like, it's still every time I see him, it's still love, you know what I mean?
Yeah, always.
Scooter Sledge, yo, big ups to him. Bruh, solid, solid, solid individuals, man. That's when I met, like, the natives of LA. The
Understood.
natives, you know what I mean? And, like, some of
Yeah,
them,
yep.
like Scooter's from Chicago, man, but, like, yo, like, just solid cats, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But that whole scene, like the Kojic scene, like the Wolf Corner, like, everybody's, like, in the corner watching the
Yeah.
drummers, like, "Woo!" all that stuff. I was like,
Ugh,
"That not for me, bro. That is not my vibe." Granted, I got a chance to see the Newell Brothers play live with, Judy McAllister, which
nah, that's
was,
dope.
it
Yeah, that's
was an
dope.
experience, dog, like,
Yeah, yep.
and Mike Burrell carrying the MPC in the doggone suitcase, the carry-on suitcase.
Yeah,
With Eric Walls, like, very Hollywood, but very just killing, very super
yeah,
solid. Eric Walls, like, still to this
right.
day, consistent. I saw these guys play live, and it was like, "Whoa."
Yep. It's next level
It
right there.
My God, dog, I was like, "Man, this is different, man." Like, I've never heard pocket and groove like that before.
Right,
Not like that. Coming from the
right.
East Coast, man, it was different, man. Like, I'm talking, like, we talking about Jeff Davis and, like, these monsters, like the New York cast and, like, even the Philly cast, man, like Boots and, like,
Mm,
Spanky and, like, yo, like, Eric, like, Eric
yeah,
Tribbett, like, these guys. This is at a time where, like, the Jill Scott Live was still running rampant and, like, like,
yeah.
all that stuff was
Iconic.
going iconic moments, dog. Like,
Mhm.
that's when that was still going crazy, and, like, finesse was the thing for me.
Yeah,
Like, I'm a cat that came up under like, we were listening to like Doobie Powell straight up and down, one of my main influences. If I were to jump into that, like, so I'm coming from a place where it's like, yo, pocket groove, but like that jazz type of finesse, that whole like, what is he doing? Where is that coming from? Kind of vibe. Whereas,
sure.
and then like this is at a time where like when Aaron Spears is still playing relatively, he was out with Usher at the time, but like this is when Gideon Band was still a thing.
Yeah, this is early Usher.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jack,
yep,
yeah,
yep,
buddy. Whoa, like, dog, Cass is still bumping Kim Burrell live. Cass is like that time, like,
100%.
you know, I realized, man, like that wasn't for me. And I was like, nah, man. I was like, I'm walking around like Hollywood. It was like, oh, I thought
Yep, yep,
I was
yep,
like,
you got a different thought.
I thought this was different. I thought this was supposed to be it's Hollywood. It's La La
This
Land.
was this is it. No?
This is
Yep,
bro, smoke and mirrors, B. Smoke and mirrors. But
massively.
how I got there was, man, I got rejected twice.
Okay.
Once in high school and once at community college by this school that's no longer a school called the LA, not the LMS guy, by this school called the University of the Arts. It's not even a school no more. They shut
The
down.
U-Arts or something back in the day,
U
yeah.
Arts, bro.
Yeah,
Twice I got rejected, dog. They was like, yo, it was tough, man. They kind of came at me kind of rough. Bro. It was kind of bad,
sure.
bro. It was bad. But I was working at the Guitar Center at the time. Not to elongate it, forgive me. I was working at
You're
the
good.
Guitar Center at the time, and one of the guys I met, my man Brandon Whirling, God bless him. He wanted to take lessons with me. He started giving the man lessons or whatever.
Sure.
He was like, "Yo, I'm about to go to this camp. You should come check it out." I'm like, "What is this camp?" He was like, "Yo, after the lesson, like, I'm gonna take you down to the computer." We go to the computer, we check it out, and it was like LA Music Academy. And then I saw they had like applied sight reading, which was my issue at the time.
Gotcha.
He was like, "Yo, you should come check it out." And I was like, "Man, this will be dope."
Mhm.
But I think this is like maybe late June. This is at the time was maybe mid to late June. The camp started maybe early July, and I didn't have the money to go.
Right, right, right.
So I was like, man, it would be dope, man, but I ain't got the bread to go. It's like, all right, cool. I go home. His dad calls me about like a couple of hours later. It's like, hey, I heard you were interested in going to the camp. I'm like, yeah, of course. Yeah, sure, sure, sure. It would be dope, but I don't have the bread to do it. He was like, I can take care of that for you. I can take care of your flight and I can take care of your, I think maybe hotel or something like that. He said, all you gotta do is take care of the registration. And I was like, yo, really? He was like, all you gotta do is just keep teaching my son. I was like, man, all right.
Yeah, deal.
Cool. Sure, whatever. Great, of
Sure.
course, of course. Um,
Shout out to
so
Pops.
listen, man, like
Yeah.
seriously, even still to this day, bro, still to this day.
Yeah. That's solid.
Um, super solid, right? Hold on, this mic is not. Let me make sure it's facing the light. I don't wanna.
Perfect.
So, I go to the camp. We get there. Now you can imagine, man, like, a Christian cat. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I have this spirit of expectation. I don't know what's about to happen. I know I'm back in LA. I know, I had my first experience wasn't the best or whatever. And like, it's like, all right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. The first day I get there, I meet, this dude from Austria, this dude named Aram. Great guy, great player. Working at the front desk, and he was like, we got cool, we started talking. He was like, yeah, man, you should come check out, the school. The school is open 24 hours. You can come see some of the students play. The cats that go here, they're here playing, whatever. You can come check them out. All right, cool. So I go every day for the most part, man. I'm there like day during the camp and at night, checking out the
Yeah,
players, checking out the guys there. You know what I mean? And
absolutely.
in the daytime, I'm playing there and like I'm meeting the teachers. They are having classes. Like the way that they're running the camp is the way that they run the school. So in the daytime, they'll have um like lectures or whatever on that, and then like in the afternoon they'll have EWs, like ensemble workshops where you get to
Okay.
play. So, you know, at the ensemble workshops, I'll get to play, and then they'll ask me questions like Ralph Humphrey, God rest his soul. It's like, man, how are you able to do these things? And like, typical Christian guy. God.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
yeah. Nothing but
mean?
God. Sure. Yep.
Nothing but God. You know what I mean? And like he's like, well, you've had to do some work. You have to do something. I'm like, well, yeah. Practice every day. You know what I mean? In my
Right.
basement, as much as I possibly can, as much as my mom would let me.
Sure. Yep.
And so like that turned out to that would happen a lot. And then also like the cats that were going there were also I would always hear about this dude named Mike Shapiro. God rest his soul. Like, yo, you gotta meet Mike. You gotta meet Mike. You gotta meet Mike. Mike will love you. You gotta meet Mike. Mike, yo, who's Mike Shapiro? Who's this Mike Shapiro? Oh, Mike played with Earth, Wind and Fire, played with Al McKay and all Al McKay All Stars, and he worked with Jessica Simpson, Will I Am, all this, like just start listing off the names. I'm like, yo, who
Yeah.
is this guy?
Sure.
You gotta meet Mike. You gotta meet Mike. I'm like, all right, dope. When I meet him, like, I'm like, is he here? It's like, nah, he's on the road with somebody. Like, okay, of course. Great, no problem.
Surprise.
Yeah, he's surprise, right?
Right.
Oh, um, I would say on like on Wednesday, it's like jazz day. We have three guys, Joe Picaro, Jeff Picaro's dad was teaching
Okay.
there. Joe Picaro, my man Tony Anzalaco, and my man Sherman Ferguson, God rest his soul. They're teaching like, they're doing the lecture in the morning. And then after that, we go on a break and I'm sitting in the back and I'm just sitting like in awe of like what's happening. I'm seeing these guys play at after hours,
Yeah.
like these ensembles, like just drum, bass, two guitars playing like this music and like smacking, dog. Like, yo, like
Yeah. So you're just taking in this
fusion
whole
stuff.
experience.
Oh my God, man, I'm blown
Yeah.
away.
Okay.
Like, cause these guys can really play. They play.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it may
Yep.
not be super flashy or nothing like that, but like, it just feels good. It
Yeah. The
sounds
music.
good. They sound musical. Like they sound together. It's
They're playing music, not their instruments.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. You said it. You said it.
Yep.
And it sounds great. And I'm like, man, I'm just sitting here like, man, God, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So I'm sitting in the back of the class and I'm just looking around. It's like, posted up. And Sherman Ferguson, black dude from Philly,
Okay.
he walks up to me and he sits down next to me. He was like, so what's up, young brother? What you trying to do? What you doing? I was like, man, I don't even know. I don't even know, man. I was thinking about just moving to Buffalo,
Wow.
grabbing it straight up and down, dog. Whew. It kind of,
Wow.
whew. It chokes me up a little bit. Just a little bit.
All
Just a
good,
little
man.
bit. Like, who knows? Might work a job at UPS. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
at some
Yeah.
churches. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he's like, he was like, man, he was like, yo, you should, man, we can use some brothers like you here. Man, it's not many
Wow.
of us here. It's not many of us here. We can use some brothers like you here, man. Like, yo.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, okay. And he's an older dude. He's up there like 60s, 70s. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he slid over next to you, had a conversation with the
Yeah.
guy.
Old school. I mean, my man still was wearing like an Applejack cap. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean? Like,
Yeah. But a good presence to him. Like I can
yeah,
envision this.
funky dude, bro. Funky cat, man. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, swung his tail off too, man. Like,
Word.
oh, OG for real. And he's like, all right, okay. The EW starts later on that day. The EW starts. It's just Tony and Joe up there. They were waiting on Sherman to get there, and like Sherman kind of me and my student, my man Brandon was sitting next to me in the front of the class, no less. And like he gets there, he busts through the door late, gets up there, and he tossed two applications on my lap and my student's lap
Wow.
in front of the whole class. So I'm like, okay.
So everybody's because he's late, so everybody's watching him do this. The attention's
And
on this ensemble. He walks in, y'all in the front, boom. Wow,
yeah, dude.
that's a statement piece right
You
there.
know what I mean, right? So I'm
Yeah,
like, okay, all right. So I go later on that night, sign the application, do all the work, whatever. The next
yeah.
day, put it in. Now, like, the spirit of expectation is turned to like, all right, man, like, Lord, you're doing something.
Sure.
You're
Yeah.
doing something. I don't know what it is.
Right.
Now, so mind you, like I told you, I've been hearing about Mike Shapiro this whole week. Listen, we now we're on Friday now. We won't now we're past Thursday. It's the same thing that goes on, whatever.
Sure.
Friday, the beginning of the camp, they put us in bands.
Okay.
Now,
Like
this is
small
this
ensembles.
yeah. So it's
Okay.
ranging from like, you know, intermediate, complete beginners to like advanced players, whatever. So they put us in bands and they give us songs to play. I'm playing Superstition, right? And they gave me like an 8-bar solo at the end. Cool. Before we play, we're chilling inside the performance hall. And me and my man Aaron we're just posting up against the wall, like sitting on the floor in the performance hall and just kicking it, talking, just waiting for people to come in, like, you know, everybody's gathering in. And I see this dude, this white dude. I see this white dude walking around the room that I haven't seen at all this week, wearing like, you know, some blue jeans, like a white t-shirt with some shell toe Adidas, but not
Right.
tied tight, but like tied like he's a part of the
Yeah.
culture, like he knows hip hop kind of vibe. Like,
Understood.
and I'm like, yo, who is this white dude with these shell toe Adidas? I swear this is exactly what I said. Who is this guy? And he's walking around with his hands in his pockets like he owned the
Yeah.
joint,
Yeah.
like he the
Like you
dude.
got to ask permission to be here from him. Yep.
Exactly. My man was comfortable, bro.
Hmm.
I get up to play my song. I do the 8-bar solo. Everybody's clapping. I walk down. My man Aaron slaps me up. He's like, yo, Mike Shapiro's here. I'm like, what?
Yeah. What you mean? Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
what exactly? I'm like, what
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
mean? Like, what you mean? He's like, yo, Mike's here. I'm like, where? He's like, right there. And I'm like, it's the dude that was walking around the whole joint like he owned the piece. And I'm like, I
Right.
froze, though. I froze. Like, I got up and walked out the performance hall and went to the patio, and he walked up right behind me. Ah, man. My man was like, yo, it's like you Chaun Horton, right? I was like, yeah. It was like, yo, I was like, all right, you sound like you listen to Calvin Rogers. And I'm like, what you know
What you
about Calvin
mean?
Rogers?
Yeah. Yeah. What you mean? Who are you, brother?
I was like, what exactly? I'm like,
Right.
what you know about Calvin? He was like, I know about Calvin. I know about Fred, Marvin. What you mean? What do you know about Calvin? I'm like, he's like,
Got
I
you.
grew up playing
Okay.
in church. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
He
He's
was like,
familiar.
he's familiar, bro. And he's like, yeah, man. He was like, what are you doing, man? What's your plan? I was like, man, I don't have one. He was like, well, you need to be here, and we're gonna make it real easy for you to get here. And I was like, word. I was like, just like that. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, sure, sure, man. Like, we kept talking after that. And then, like, you know, we parted ways. And then that day, I left to go back to Rochester. I say about later on that week, I got the letter for a full scholarship to the school.
No way.
The next week, I got the letter of acceptance to the school. Now, mind you, this camp took place, I would say maybe the second week of July. So in the second week of July, that Friday, I left. The top of the third week, I got the letter of the scholarship. The next week, I got the letter for the acceptance. Orientation started like the second week of August.
Whoa, this is fast. Okay, God. Okay.
Don't you even get me. I will run outside right now. I'm just on the
Yeah.
second floor. I'll jump this doggone balcony. I'll jump the balcony right here, dog.
I
And I
hear
go to
you.
running, bro, straight up and down like a crazy black man around here. People, there's too many Swedes around here, dog. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no, man, like it happened that fast, bro. It happened that fast, dog.
It's a lot of blessings in a very short amount of time.
I was
You
about to
was in the
be in
right place, bro.
dog, man, my life has never been the same.
That's incredible.
It's never been the same, dog, and I'm out here in Sweden.
Who would have thought?
Come on, man. I tell cats, man, there's no, and it's not like about like, it's not about saying I can't, right?
Yeah,
It's more so about like, yo, I could in never in a million years would I have imagined this. I can't dream this up. I thought
right.
Sweden was Switzerland.
Yeah, that's honest though. That's
You know what I
honest.
mean? Bro, I
Yeah,
grew up around Puerto Ricans, the Cambodians, people from Vietnamese people, dog. Like, yo, all we ate
sure.
was steak and cheese and Chinese food.
Right.
I met my first Mexican in LA. My first Japanese person in LA, dog. Like, my life was
Yeah.
completely and utterly flipped upside down.
Your reality was different.
What? Bro, talking about mariners?
Yeah.
Yo, I had the purpose-driven life.
Wow.
So seeing Rick Warren in person, that was life-changing for me. Just seeing the
Crazy, man.
man, never mind hearing him speak, just seeing him.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
I would have never imagined I would be in that, just in that sanctuary.
Sure.
Never, 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 ever in a million years. Never. I never knew it existed for me.
Right.
Ever.
What were you doing back in New York at the time?
I
You
was
working at
playing,
Guitar Center and
bro.
playing.
Don't even get me started, dog. Imagine
Yeah.
this. My dad is like my dad is a legend in Rochester.
Okay.
All of his sons went through the whole regiment of playing. My brothers, they played with like the dope. They were the cats.
Understood.
You know what I mean? When I was coming up, I was a part of the cats. Like me, my cousin Rufus McGee, killing
Yeah.
organists. You know what I mean? Like we would go and like play all over Rochester, play all over Rochester, travel from Rochester to Buffalo playing, but that was like the furthest that we would go playing together. But you know what I mean? Like we were
Yeah,
the
but you
guys.
had legacy behind you
We
though.
you know what I mean? And wasn't like
Yeah.
I didn't wear it like an egotistical thing. I didn't even know I still was unsure of who I was.
Sure.
You
You
know
just knew
what
what
I
it
mean?
was. Like
I
the
just
standard was something, and you just knew
yeah.
the standard.
I just knew the standard, bro.
Right.
Man, oh my God, man. My God, bro. I just went recently to go visit my dad after this writing camp. We had some time after this writing camp. I had like about a week before we had another gig in Florida with LD, and then I came back here. I went to go stay with my brother, and then me and my brother we went and popped up with my dad just on some like let's surprise and whatever in Connecticut, and we was kicking
It's
it with
love.
him. Yeah, bro, it was amazing, dog. I'm gonna put it up on YouTube one day. I'm
Yeah, I
gather the
can't
footage
wait.
together. But like we were talking, man, like yo, it was a time that me and my brother, like really, because me and my brother were the only ones that actually lived with my dad. So, and we played for him as well. So like we came through we came through the fire with that dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But this is at a time where we can actually ask him questions, and he was wide open to answering them. And like I found out that all the guys that he ran with when he was young, coming up in Rochester in like his heyday,
Mhm.
were all the guys that I was able to play with.
Wow.
All the legends, like this dude named Julius Dix, who was like, my dad had a choir in Rochester that was smacking. Julius Dix had a choir in Rochester that was smacking, but Julius was like, my dad said like Julius, like he knew how to play music, he knew how to conduct. He was like, my dad looked at him, he was like, yo, Juice, he was the man, like he was a killer, like
Yeah.
like all these other guys, like the Parises, like Gregory Paris and uh his brother, like these guys, like yo, these guys, like they went to school for this stuff. They knew how to do music, whatever. And like I was like, Dad, you ran with these guys? He was like, yeah, we was all running the same crews together, and like doing the same concerts. And like I was blown away because I
Yeah.
came up under these guys when my dad left Rochester. And these
Got
guys
you.
and it hit me in a place where it was like, it was special to me because they let me play.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, sir.
they didn't beat me down. They didn't it's like, "Oh, you Chris Horton's son, so I gotta do." No, man, they put me through the same rigging that everybody else was going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they let me play. You know what I mean? Which is a huge thing for me because it's like they could have been like, "Nah."
Yeah. And that's just what it was. Right.
You know what I mean? We had this thing called the MLK choir where it was like a big community choir. It was big, bro. Like, and all the musicians played for free. And this is not like on some like musicians should be playing for free. No, we wanted to play.
Yeah, 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 for
You
sure.
know what I mean? Everybody wanted to be a part of that. And like they let me play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and then they also like, yo, they got me right, man. They got me right, dog. And it just hit me like, yo, dad, even when you left, man, these cats looked after us.
Yeah. They still knew what it was. Real
They
friends.
you know what I mean? They still honored you
Yeah.
by looking after us, and, like, they didn't do us dirt, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they really
Yep.
could've.
Yep.
So, like, that's what was happening, but it got to a place where, like, other cats is coming up in the ranks, like, yo, like, cats wanted to start the cats that I was running with a lot, they wanted to start playing with other people, so it was like, I felt like I was getting like, God was literally separating me, like, he was setting me
Uh,
apart. So, in that time, what I can see now is God separating me or, like, setting me apart. It felt like I was being discarded.
hmm. Okay.
You
And
know what I
what do
mean?
you mean by that?
Like, I wasn't getting called to play no more.
I see. From your
You know what I mean?
peers.
From my peers, like, the cats that I
Right.
call, like, my guys, and, like, I felt like dirt was being thrown on my name kinda vibe, you know what I mean?
Sure.
It was kinda whack, you know what I mean? But, like, that's when I started, like, I started looking other places to play, like, that's when I did my first, like, club gig playing
Mm.
not Christian music or not gospel music, you know what I mean? And I was like, "Alright, well, that lasted a little bit before I actually left LA," you know what I mean? Like, meeting the
Right.
people that was coming through to Guitar Center and like, "Yo, man, you sound good, man, you should come play with us, this and that, so so forth." My man, like, Chris my man Chris, this Greek drummer, really, really dope. He had me sub for him on a couple of gigs.
Okay.
And it was dope, it was cool, you know what I mean? It was just something completely different, but it was, like, my first experience as in playing in clubs before I moved to LA, where that was, like it became the regular,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like, all the gospel stuff that I did there, I did, like, gospel recordings and stuff like that, like, it was, choir culture stuff, you know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was different, man. Choir, like I was an MD of my college choir, MCC college gospel choir, whatever. It was fun. It was a good
Mhm.
time. You know what I
It was a
mean?
great
Like
time. Yeah.
it was a good time, man. Like I had dope players playing for me at the time. When I was playing, I was actually playing keys. I wasn't playing a lot of drums at the time. It was different, man. Like my
Yeah.
man Levi Bennett, God bless him. He's still there. He's a dope teacher and still killing on drums.
Great.
Like Carlton Campbell, like, of the Campbell brothers, who was
Yeah,
another
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
You ever heard of those guys?
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
bro, he's still like, he was one of the cats that was, like, doing it, like, heavy still and, like but still going to school for engineering. You know what I mean? So
Right,
I
right,
was like,
right.
"What are you
Whole different level.
you know what I mean? Like, where are you coming from?" Like, Derek Bennett, who's like a huge like, he has a huge YouTube following, but he's a monster bassist, bro, monster bassist. Man, like, these guys, yo, like, we were running together. My man Jonathan Fawcett, who plays with, when he came back to Rochester, he's out with Bruno Mars right now from Rochester,
Incredible.
plays keys, you know what I mean? Man,
Incredible.
it was a different time, bro, but, like I said, like, God was setting me apart for, like, stuff like that to take place, and, like,
Yeah.
it literally changed my trajectory, dude. Like, heavy, 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 bro. So to the
Yeah.
point where, like, I'm able to play with LD now.
Do
Like,
you think that that time for you where you felt the divide happening really almost shaped your confidence. So when you had to leave New York and then move to LA, you were already accustomed to figuring out how to navigate uncharted territories for yourself. Do you think that
Bro,
played any role in that?
I think it played a heavy role because I think every gig that I've had, I've always been the new guy, and eh, I've always been the new guy on the gig, and so I've always been a loner.
Wow. Okay.
So, like they say, like, in Japanese culture, they have, like, the Ronin, or, like, the Ronin is like a samurai without a they call him a samurai without a leader, or without
Okay.
an emperor or whatever. A soldier without a leader kind of vibe. That's always
Got it.
kinda been my vibe, bro. Very, very soldier-like, very, like, it's not like I've never been in the military, but I come from a military, like, my grandfather was, he was in the Navy or whatever, so, like, that whole stance on everything, I stand by it, bro. Like, I love knights and stuff like that, so
Yeah.
I really believe in, like, yo, soldiering up.
Yeah. Okay.
My dad was like that, bro. Like, I'm his soldier. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
that's my captain. You dig? So
Yeah.
it's always been like that, man. Like, yo, like, suit up, let's go to work. You know what I mean? Like, I think I said I can't to him one time.
That was enough to never say it again.
Never happened again. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes, sir.
So so it kind of put me in a position where I was like, wherever I went, and was like, yo, like, suit up, go to work. You know what I mean? Like, I had to cut
Right.
my teeth. Like, even when I got the first gig, Macy Gray, like, man, my
What was
lord,
that process?
bro,
Crazy, huh?
Cassandra O'Neal, man, coming from, like, the Prince schooling, because
Oh,
she used to play with him. So, like, you know, like, yo, I watched her watch me get reamed out by Macy, and I was looking at her like,
help. Anything?
bro, she sat there like,
Right.
dog, we were in Denmark, bro, and she said we just did the sound check, and she was not happy about it. She pulled me into the office, and I hate these words, dog. I've come to hate these words. She
Yeah.
was like, "Chaun, are you happy?"
Oh, God. Sheesh.
I was like, yeah, yeah." Then she was like, "Then why aren't you playing my shit right?" I was like, "I'm playing exactly what was on the rehearsal tapes." She was like, that's not what I wanna hear. That's not my shit. That's not," and I'm like, she's like, "Why aren't
Okay.
you?" Yeah, yeah. She was like, "Why aren't you playing my shit right?" And I'm looking at I'm playing what she gave me, and I'm pointing at her. I'm like, "Yo, whenever you're
Yeah.
ready, you can chime in.
Yeah.
Rehearsal
You know
tapes.
what I was saying. Yeah. You know what this was.
What's up?" And she said nothing, bro. And sure enough, man,
Crickets.
crickets, buddy. Like, yo. And then, so enough, she was like, my, it don't sound sexy. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, whatever you want me to do. Like, straight up and down was like, it got to that point, was like, whatever you want me to do. She was like, I want you to play my shit right. Don't be sorry. Play it right. Get it right. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Okay.
Bro, I went back and I bought every single one of her records. And this was at the time where iTunes was still a thing.
Yeah. 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 Yep.
I went and I bought every single one of them records, and I literally went back and forth between each song to see how the record went and to see what was being played on the rehearsal tapes. And it was a
Yeah.
stark difference.
So you were set up to fail.
Man, no knock against the cat that came before me. God bless him. He's a monster,
Sure.
like, God bless him.
It just
But
happens. It
it
happens.
it happens that way, bro. And it was a
Yeah.
stark difference. And I saw what she was looking for. And sure enough, I came back that day on the day of the show, and like, yo, I got it right. And then I kept getting it right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm of the mindset that once you get it, you'll keep on getting it, and it'll keep on working on you. So
Yeah.
every time that I played it, it got better and better and better and sexier and sexier and sexier. You know what I mean? What she was looking for, you know?
Right.
It still had like I can still listen to it. I can listen back to it now and still be like, man, probably too hard, not sexy enough, but that's only because of time. You know what I mean?
Sure, sure.
But yeah, bro, that set me up, man. That set me up quite a bit. And then it's like, I still had Mike at the time to talk to about it, and he would always like, yo, you know, show up the next day with a smile on your face.
Yeah.
Do and like, yo, be a better version of yourself than you was the day before.
So even when you were feeling down, you still sought out counsel.
Oh, whoa, yes, as much as I possibly can, especially if it was
Yeah.
there. He was
Right.
there. The cat was there, and it's like, and he knew that I got the gig because he was working with Macy at the time on that record.
Understood.
So they were asking him about me. You know what I mean? Like, and he's like, yo, like he knew everything that was going on, bro. Like, yeah. I come back to LA and it's like, yeah, so how'd it go?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Seem about to tell the truth, but how'd it really go? Yeah.
So how'd you do out there? You was okay?
Yeah.
And like, yo, man, like the OGs, man. I was the youngest guy there. So it was like green, bro. Green, leprechaun,
Yeah.
green, bro.
Right. And this is your
Green.
first major situation.
First major situation ever, dog. Ever, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. I mean, dog, man.
What a
Talk ab
time though.
What, bro? What, bro? I think about it. Me and my wife was talking about it today. It was like, man, I gotta get around. I gotta get out. I gotta start moving around here and seeing like what's what. But it's like I don't really like my main focus for me being here is to be with my family and be a dad.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to come out here and just wreck shop and do no. I'm focused on this kid.
Yeah.
You know
Yep.
what I mean? I'm focused on that. Like the work, I have work, thank God. There's stability there and like it's good
Sure.
work. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not gonna shirk my responsibilities there because they're looking after me and they're looking after this family.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I'm gonna lock in, right?
Yep. All day.
I'm gonna do that. But like, man, I was like, man, I need to get around here, man. Man, I remember being in LA. I was like, yo, like jam sessions every night, 2 or 3 jam sessions in one night, dog. Like
Yeah. Did that help networking for you
by
being
far.
out so much?
By
Okay.
far, by far. And then it wasn't even just so much the networking. I mean, it was the networking, but it was like, yo, the people that I was running with, like at the time, like, and it's like, cats, it's way different than what it is now. I don't know if cats still do it the way that they do it, man, but like, man, like, that's when I first met Ronald and Ronald was still going crazy at the time then too,
Sure.
but like Ronald, Steven, Thundercat.
Mm-hmm.
My man Tim Bailey, God bless him, he's the one that messed around brought me and introduced me to the doggone jam scene, like, the jam session
Understood.
scene. Oh,
Yeah.
my MD right now, my man Miguel Gandelman, I saw him at Cozy's, bro, in the
Okay.
very beginning, dog, like, and we still locked in to this day, you know what I mean? Like, man, like,
It's amazing.
the cast that I did my boot camp with, you know what I mean? Like, the regiment horn section, like, I met those guys at Cozy's as well.
Wow.
Sean, Eric, Leon, Kevin, like these guys, bro. Man,
Were
for
you
real.
intentional about that, or was it organic relationship? What how did you
For
develop this
sure,
friend group?
for sure and get organic because I didn't know anything about networking.
Okay.
I didn't know anything about anything, bro. I was when I tell you green, super
Yeah.
green, bro. Like
Yeah.
it was just more so like, yo, I just want to get out and go. I mean, one of my roommates let me use his car. It's German dude, bro. Let me use his car. Like on some like,
Sheesh.
yo, man, you going out, bro. Here, you can take the car. Stick.
That's love though.
My man was at the school every night. He was like, "I'm not going out. You go. You take the car." Make sure you have some gas in that kind of vibe. And it got to a point where I was just taking the car or whatever, and
Yeah, yeah.
be a little more responsible and like more courteous to my man. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But yeah, bro, I was just up and out, man. Holly Street Bar and Grill, the baked potato was popping at the time, bro, and it's still popping now, right? But like back
Yeah.
then, yo, oh
It
my
was a spot.
gosh,
Yeah, it
bro,
was a spot. Yeah.
everybody. That's when I would see like Katisse Buckingham playing, and his squad would be like Judith Hill singing, my man
Sheesh.
Dan Lutz on bass. Like it'll either be like Nate Wood, Chris Wabbage, or like Lewis Cole at the time, or younger Lewis Cole at the time on drums. My man Dennis Ham on keys, bro. Like killing, dog. Oh my
Killer.
gosh, bro. And you see like people like Michael Landau out there. That's when I was like, I would see, that's when Ronald Bruno was playing there a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
He was playing there a lot. Like it was popping. You would see like Ronald playing there a lot. You'll see like Steven playing there a lot. Man, you will see a lot of cats like just in there, just going ham, dog. You might end up
Yeah.
catching Vinnie Carluta in there, bro, playing.
Yeah. That's the cool part about LA.
Dog,
You could literally be in a hole in the wall joint and then you'll see Stanley Randolph and all these people like, yo, what's going on right now?
dog, bro. And even then, yo, talking about Stanley Randolph, dog. Yo, this is when he was playing when he was playing Pearl, and he wasn't this is before Stevie.
Yeah. Okay.
This is when like New Genesis was popping at the time. This is when they were still a band. This is when
Yeah.
he was playing more fusion. He sounded more like a clinician at the time.
Got it.
You know what I mean? Like when he had the dreads and the braids and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Early Stanley, dog. Early Stanley, bro. Like
Still killing.
still what? Bro, yeah.
So good.
Yeah. I mean, like it's
So
no
good.
question, dog. Like, but this
Yeah.
is like when I'm talking about early. Like, this is when you might catch Stanley. You might end up catching on a random night. You might catch Stanley, Chris Coleman, and
Mm.
Ronald Shedding at
Sheesh.
that at that at that same third encore we was at, that you're probably still at.
Yeah. 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 Got you.
Shedding.
Shedding is crazy.
Shedding, bro. Those three. Shedding.
Woof.
Yeah, man.
To be
Yeah, bro.
around at that time.
Different. It was a different time, bro. And then like, yo, bro, Monroe's was a place, Teddy's was a place.
Yeah.
Man, like, yo, Cats was just like, yo, just playing all the time.
Yeah.
Playing all the time, just sharpening their tools. And like, man, Donald Barrow was playing a lot back then as well around town. A lot back then around town, dude. Like, it was a different time. Dope time, man. A good time, bro. And it was, man, like, yo, I grew a lot seeing that, bro. I grew a lot.
Yeah.
Man, I did this other podcast last week, and I was telling somebody my first experience with going to a jam session. Let me tell you.
Okay.
So mind you, I just got to LA. I'm starting school, right?
Starting
That
school.
whole scholarship thing just took place.
Right.
My man Tim Bailey takes me to this jam session called the B Jam at Holly Street Bar and Grill in Pasadena.
Okay.
The squad was Byron Miller on bass, who played for Rochelle Farrell and like Luther Vandross in Luther's heyday.
Sheesh.
And then
Okay.
also he played with let's just stick with Luther Vandross right now.
Sounds
But
great. Yep.
he played with a number of monsters, just to say that. And Dougal
Yeah.
Chancellor, like just a bunch of killers, right?
Yeah.
Him on bass, Daryl Crooks on guitar, monster, killer, OG legend, God rest his soul. Brandon Coleman on auxiliary keys,
Okay.
Kenneth Crouch on main,
Okay.
Ronald Bruno on drums. And at the time, the house drummer would either be Ronald Bruner or Trevor Lawrence.
Wow. Okay.
This night was Ronald. And I remember the drum set he had. It was like a habanero sparkle Tama kit. I remember the color because I remember working at the Guitar Center and looking at a habanero sparkle Yamaha kit that I wanted to get on the Jip screen.
Got it.
If you worked at Guitar Center, you know what that is. But I remember meeting Tim introduced me to Steven that night. He was like, yo, this is my man Chaun Horton, just moved here from New York, Rochester, New York. This is not, I wanted to introduce you guys. Like, oh man, Chaun, how you doing, man? This is Steve, super nice, obviously. Like, that's just
Yeah.
who he is, right? How you
Yep.
doing, man? It's good to meet you, man. You play? Oh, you play drums? Oh, word. Give me my brother to meet Ronald. Oh, you play? Oh, word. Okay, good to meet you, man. Yeah. You want to play tonight? Like, no.
And I
Nah,
do not.
I'm cool. And sure enough, he
Yeah.
was like, all right, cool, man. Like, no, all good, man. Hey, man, have a good night. Have a good time. I'm like, all right, dope. Ronald gets back up. They start the second set. They start playing. Tell me a bedtime story. Herbie
Oh,
Hancock,
yeah. Great record.
bro. That song will forever be etched into my brain cells. One, because they played it, and this is my experience with like LA musicianship.
Okay.
They played the song the way the song is played on the record, and it sounded like the record,
Yeah.
right? And then they took it further. And it didn't sound, the song just droned on and on and on and on. They played the song and then they took it to the doggone abyss.
Yeah. Yep.
Then Ronald commenced to he I don't know if that's the right word, but he proceeded. Haha, that is it. That's the
Mhm.
word. Ronald proceeded to do what Ronald does.
This plot twist is gonna be insane.
And this is early Ronald, right?
Boy.
This is at a time where this wasn't at a time where it was a hit and miss. This is like Ronald in rare form, like, yo, jugular, go for blood, Ronald, young.
Copy. Okay.
Um, Ronald proceeds to rip ass on this tune as if he was like in his own practice space. And I
Okay.
watched it happen before my eyes. None of the OGs said anything. Not Kenneth, not Byron, not Daryl. No one said anything. It just happened as
It
if
just
it was
went down.
it just went down as if it was supposed to happen. Like this is normal.
Okay.
And I was in the back corner where next to the exit door or whatever, and it felt like he was looking, Ronald. It felt like he was looking in the back in my direction the whole time. May have been, may not. Who knows?
Right. And your brain, he's staring right in that direction.
Staring through my soul
Yeah.
as if it was like, welcome to Alec. Welcome.
Wow.
Welcome to LA. I hope you know what you got yourself into.
Right. Because game on. Yep.
I walked away from that night equally inspired and depressed.
Yeah, that's real too. That's very real.
One, because I'm looking at a dude around my age doing grown man things and play
Well,
at a whole nother level. And I'm sitting there like, why I can't do that?
yeah. Yep.
I don't even know where to begin with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just did that with all these OGs and no one said stop.
Right. And
No
it
one
probably
looked.
felt natural. That's yeah. He just gets music.
And that's what I found, and he was one of the
Yeah.
guys that I ran with a lot through these jam sessions and watching him, like, just do the same thing. Granted, I also watched him, like,
Moments, understood.
you know what I mean? I watched the
Yep.
moments happen, you know what I mean? I saw the things. I saw, like, I
Yeah,
saw,
yeah.
like, both. But it was always like, wow. It was always wow. It was always like, man, bro, like, and it wasn't just him, like, seeing Trevor Lawrence play the gig after seeing him do that and seeing, like, how these guys meshed and played together, and, like, it was like, man, like, always, and I'll say this, bro, like, coming from New York, it was like, "Oh, man, these guys, they're not being creative enough. They're not, they're just playing a song," and I was like, "That's it.
Right.
That's what I learned. They know how to play the song, but they also
Sure.
know how to take the song further, take it like what
Right.
Miles did, like, the song didn't just drone on and drone on and drone on, and it wasn't like extra hits being put. No,
Just 'cause,
no,
right.
no, it was like musicianship at work in real time, bro. It was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
this is what I came here to do. This is what I came here to do."
Got it.
You know
So
what I
that
mean?
resonated with you the best.
Oh my god, bro, like, it changed everything, bro, and that's when, for me, that's when it was like, "Alright, school can start now."
Understood.
That's when, like, I really, like, dug into what was happening at the school and what Mike was trying to show me, and, like, sure enough, like, one of the best teachers, hands down. I always say, like, "Yo," like, my nephew's about to get ready to go to Berkeley, and I was like, "Yo, man, don't just look for the curriculum, man, look for these guys' experience, these teachers' life experiences.
Mm.
That's where the things are really gonna translate to you the way that you need them to."
So
You know
you
what I mean?
always took a broader approach.
My
Scope-wise,
god.
your lens was open versus, "I gotta be technically good at drums," or, "I gotta play this pattern perfect."
Oh, dude, no, it was why, like, man, that whole experience knocked the whole door down, bro. It was like, whatever I thought I was doing when I got there with my full scholarship, nah,
Yeah.
B. Nah, bro. You just at the
Wasn't it?
precipice. Nah, 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 nah. You literally just stepped on the porch. You haven't even entered
Right.
into the house yet.
Yeah.
Never mind the
Got it.
foyer. You know what I mean? Like, you haven't even gotten to the
Yeah.
kitchen yet. You haven't started cooking yet.
Right.
That part, bro, and I'm like, and I think about it now, like, yo, I spent all this time learning how to play fast and hard only just to play slow and light,
Sure. Yeah. Yep.
and to get that right. We just lost a legend in James Gadson, and,
Yeah.
like, my man was still cutting records,
Still
still cutting records, still cutting records, bro.
crazy.
Still
Yeah, you've
cutting
been
records, man.
yeah, you have a very unique sound to me.
Love,
And anybody that I've always taught you, first of all, your name has never been thrown dirt on it, at least in my face, which is a testimony
praise
to who you are as
God.
a person. But
Praise
also,
God, man.
it's always a praise report with how you approach music.
Man,
You know,
love, bro.
it's a massive thing that you've accomplished, and it's clear. Me and my lady, while I was prepping for this, I started watching a bunch of videos, some old things that you've put out, and it's just refreshing to see.
Wow, you're
You
kind.
know, it's and I would like to for you to talk a little bit about this playing wise. You've chosen a path that is a little more on the fusion. Still pop. It still can be pop if you need it to be, but it's a very fusion hybrid kind of drumming.
For sure.
It's a little jazz bass. It has definitely some aggression attached to it.
Yes,
Little
sir.
Brian Blade kind of fusion esque inside of it, but it's
That's
it's
him.
still intentional.
Yeah, bless you. Bless you, man.
Yeah.
Bless you,
How
man.
did you go about developing that? And then what made you shift into that realm? Because that's not the sexy anymore, right?
Yeah.
That's not the sexy of what we're dealing with now of a lot
Talk
of
about
chop
it. Nah.
splash,
Heck yeah.
this
Heck yeah.
kind of thing. You have a sound that's very different.
Love, bro. Love. I appreciate you for even seeing it, man. Even like taking notice, man. It means a lot. It really, really does. Cause it's not popular.
Right.
In my mind, it's not popular. Um, you said Brian Blade, bro. I heard Brian Blade. Brian Blade's another one of my big influences, bro. Like it'll always be Doobie Powell. It'll always be Chris Dave, and I don't say current Chris Dave, like current Chris Dave, of course.
Yeah,
Of
of course. That's
course.
easy. Yeah, that's
Come on, man.
yeah. Simple.
He's to me, our Chris Dave is like he's our Tony Williams of today.
100%.
You see you get me? Like
Yes.
I would never place Chris's legacy on top of Tony's legacy as if it's like a catacomb. Nah, I'm never doing
No.
that with nobody. It's never
Right.
happening. But he is, to me, like LeBron James has a Michael Jordan poster or a Kobe Bryant poster
Sure.
on his wall. Like Chris Dave is on my wall, and I'm very sure Chris Dave had Tony on his wall.
Yeah, understood.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Early Chris Dave. Early Chris Dave. I'm talking like Simply Said, let's not forget my man's name, bro. Hold on. Thank God for this computer being right in front of me because we about to
Man,
get this
listen,
right. We about to
technology
get
is
to come
everything.
on, Jesus. We about to get this right. Simply Said. Kenny Garrett.
Kenny Garrett, legend.
Yes. Early Chris Dave. Young Chris Dave. When he was still going to Howard type Chris Dave. You know what I mean?
Understood.
Mid-condition Chris Dave.
Got it.
Kim Burrell, Try Me, Chris Dave.
Got you.
Not the remastered Try Me, but the Try Me CD where it was the black and white cover.
I see.
Bro, stop it.
Yeah.
Forget about it, bro. Every chance I saw this dude play, whether or not, BET Planet Groove Chris Dave.
Ooh, okay, got it.
That Chris Dave,
Yep.
bro.
Yeah.
Different, dog.
Different. Yeah.
Listening to that Brian Blade, Doobie Powell, Chris Dave combination, that is where I got interested into jazz. That was my entry into jazz.
Understood.
Straight up and down. Seeing Brian Blade play, seeing him swing was different, but seeing him produce Liz Wright's record, Salt. Have you ever heard, bro? If you ever get a chance,
I've heard that album. I'm gonna make a note right now.
Oh my God, today, bro. And hearing and knowing that he produced that record,
Yeah.
and hearing his playing, forget about it, bro. Forget about it.
It's an album called Salt.
Salt.
Got it.
Hands down, one of my favorite female vocalists. Hands down. She's up there with like your Alita Adams, your doggone, your
everybody, the Brandies,
I wouldn't even put her up there with Brand. I would not do that.
Understood.
I'm not doing that. Not Brandy. No. Brandy's different. That's different. She's so, bro. I got a chance to see this woman live. Not to be changing the conversation, but I got a chance to see her live. She does not start singing until she's ready.
Understood.
The band might play for a good minute straight until she feels like, okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so sultry. It's different. When you listen to that record, man, listen to it. You can either listen to it by yourself or listen to it with your lady. Either way, it's a masterclass.
Understood.
It's a masterclass, bro. Just how to play music, bro. And like listening to how soft he was playing, the drum tones.
Yeah, next level.
And it's still Brian, bro. It's still him. His sound, he can take that same drum tone and play it with Brad Mehldau.
Yeah.
And Joshua Redman. Bro, Joshua Redman, Jazz Crimes.
Jazz Crimes is a whole different beast, yeah.
You know what
That
I
album will
mean?
haunt me forever.
Come on, Jack. Come on,
Yep,
bro. But
yep.
like, all right, just to pull it on back. Listening to these guys play, man, like it was a finesse about their playing that I wanted to grasp. Before I left, before before I took the Macy Gray gig, I was kind of like trying to gear up to go to Cal Arts or to go to USC or one of those schools because I still wanted to grasp I wanted to get my tipping together
Mm,
because I wanted to have that sound, that Ed Thicpink sound. I wanted that like real
yeah.
finessey, you know what I
It's a
mean?
finesse art, yeah.
Dude, like even still Tank, bro. Very
Yeah.
on Gully, bro. Like
Yep.
live at the Tonic with Christian McBride, be like
Yeah.
that sound, man. It's something still I'm still trying to achieve to this day. That was the thing. And then like it got into a place where I remember working at a Guitar Center and seeing Steve Jordan come out with his DVD.
Sheesh. This all makes a lot more sense. Piecing this together, this is definitely a cornucopia of who you are as a player, which is
Dog,
phenomenal.
dog, man. Like, I mean, the church thing is different, B. That's just like, yo, that's Calvin, that's Teddy.
Yeah,
That you
all
know what I
day.
mean? That's like, yo, that to me is soul food, bro. That's like that's peanut butter and jelly. And it's not to take I love peanut butter and jelly. I love me a
Same.
good Peter Pan peanut butter. You know what I mean? Like I'm
I
not
hear
playing.
you.
Like and like
Right.
did like you know that's like it's my nourishment. It's what it's my it was what I grew up on. And I
Understood.
mean, I'm talking like Calvin Rogers still wearing the doggone choir robe playing with Ricky Dillard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like New Direction. You know what I mean? I'm talking like, yo, like that was my upbringing. Jeff Davis. You know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah.
Animal, Eddie Hayward, Gerald Hayward. Like, don't get me twisted, bro.
Sheesh.
Like, yo, I go even deeper, bro. Got Jehovah's Chosen in
Oof.
Philadelphia. You
Yeah,
dig what I'm
okay.
saying? Like, yo,
Yeah.
early
Yeah.
Aaron Spears with Gideon Band when they first came out with that record, dog. Like, that was my early, like, that's what I grew up on. So to me, that's Day Haddon
Okay, yeah.
with his brother. You know what I mean? Like, that was commonplace for me. I'm listening to this every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that aggression, that like, come on, let's go. That whole thing,
Yeah.
that's gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I didn't want to play like that
Understood.
because that's not. It just, it just wasn't me. And even then, a lot of these players had that finesse. A lot of these
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
had, you know what I mean? There was something
yeah.
in there about that
Still
that I.
great musicians.
You dig what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, 100%.
they possessed a lot of that. Teddy he possessed a lot of that. Calvin
Yeah.
possessed, he possessed that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, bro. These cats, man, their playing had that. It was something about their playing that I gravitated towards. But
Yeah.
with like the Chris, Brian, Doobie, that whole thing, it was like it was different for me. And it was like, yo, I want to go that direction. When I got hip to the thing that made Steve Jordan pop out to me was when I got on the Natasha Bedingfield gig. And I was the only American on that gig, and everybody else was from London, Italy or whatever, and all we watched on the buses was Live at the Beacon Theater, James Taylor. This is
Yeah, it's crazy.
almost every day. I'm not even joking,
Yeah,
bro.
okay.
I'm not even joking, almost every day. And the thing that kind of got me about that was he played that music, bro.
Yeah,
He
yeah, 100%.
murked that music, bro. He
Yeah.
murked it, dog. And it was like, he put his own spin on it. It was Steve playing that music, which kind of made me go down the rabbit hole of who is this James Taylor vibe? I know the music because I feel like I grew up with it, watching it on like seeing him play on like Nickelodeon or even like Austin City Limits or something like that, right?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Um, but like, how is he playing this music? And then, don't get me wrong, I used to see Jimmy Johnson at the Baked Potato on bass, which
Wow.
is the only reason
Okay.
why I know about Olympic basses. Is because one of the guys I went to school with had an Olympic bass because he loved Jimmy Johnson.
Understood.
So when I was seeing Jimmy Johnson play and knowing his playing and then putting it together with Steve and seeing how they locked up together was like, what am I watching right now?
Yeah.
What am I seeing? And so watching Steve play that music and seeing how he played that music and then going down his discography. And then this is at a time where like, the John Mayer trio was popping at the time with him,
Yeah.
Pino and John, and was like, yo, this is different. Like
Yeah. It's incredible.
I changed my whole drum setup around after that. That's when I put the 10-inch tom down and was like, I
Got it.
I switched to like, I call it the practice room setup because in every practice room, there's a 12-inch tom and a 14-inch or a 16-inch floor tom kick drum, every practice
Yeah.
room. And then it was always easy for me to go around the kit like 10, 12, 14, whatever. It was smooth. It was always smooth.
Yeah.
The 12, this was like, it was like a cog. It was like,
Yeah.
it's not
It's in the
as,
way.
it's in the way. You know what I mean?
It's in
So
the way. Yeah.
I figure like, if I can get around this smoothly, then this will be nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not until recently that I put the 10 back up in the setup,
Hmm.
but I'm doing it like in a Marvin McQueen type of way.
Yeah. Your 10 is to the
12,
right.
10.
Yeah.
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 You know what I mean? God rest his soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but like, yeah, bro, like watching even Marvin, bro, like these guys played the music differently, man. Marvin was still smacking, bro. Like, there's numerous videos we can watch where he's going ape, bro, and I mean like ape
Yeah.
shit,
100%.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
and he's killing it with that setup, but it's not too much. It's not overdone. It's
Yeah.
not like overly choppy. It's still grooving.
Mhm.
I was like, I want to do that, and it was more so. It wasn't from a place where, man, I can talk about this all day long. Please forgive me if I'm getting long-winded. Forgive me,
No,
forgive me,
you're
forgive
good. You're
me.
good.
But it was like I hit going back to school, I hit a wall
Okay.
where I had a breakdown because sitting in like my music listening class with Mike Shapiro, he had us listening to "Someday We'll All Be Free" by Donny Hathaway, which is somebody that him and I had like in common that we loved because I grew up with that record in my household all the time with my
Yeah.
dad.
Sure.
And then Village Ghetto, I think it was Ghetto Wonderland by Stevie Wonder. And I had a breakdown because we was talking about like, yo, how these guys was like self-soothing at the time just to make the music or just to get through life.
Sure. Yeah.
And I did not want to taint the music with my ego.
Mm. Okay.
I didn't want to taint it with like the whole perspective of, oh man, I gotta, cause that'll get in the way. Oh man, I gotta be dope. I want to sound killing. I want to be this. When I play, man, it gotta be right. And this is not so forth.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's all via insecurity. That's all like me, me,
Wow.
me, 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 me. It's a bunch of eyes in there. Ain't none of them eyes got anything to do with the music. I want to,
Wow.
I want to, I want to. And it was like, yo, I remember, bro, sitting in the front row, dude, like as this music was playing, and I literally started crying, tearing up a little bit. Class is over, and I'm still sitting there, and me and Mike was sitting there like talking. It was like, I know. He was like, take the time you need, bro. It's all good. I didn't play drums for a good week and a half,
Wow.
and in a school where I need to be playing every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was like, I didn't want to taint the music. I didn't want to taint it no more with my ego, bro. And it was like, that was when I realized I had that ego thing happening. That's when I realized, man, I'm saying I a lot.
Okay.
I'm
So,
saying
what
I
what
a
was the
lot.
next step for you?
Man,
You're in that space of, okay, I got to get me out of the music, right? That's
yeah.
essentially what was that process of even doing that? Because I want to say it's a pretty big mental shift.
Yeah, huge. I just started doing the work.
Okay.
The first song that he gave us to learn in school was Funky Drummer, and that's all 16th notes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So even with that, that's when I really started peering into what was happening because he wasn't playing 16th notes. He wasn't playing the same pattern throughout the whole song.
Okay. Yep.
He started switching it up at the end of the song. That's when I really, really started like, all right, cool. Let me switch it up. Not so much switch it up. Let me learn what he played. So now I'm able
Right,
to play
right.
the song verbatim.
Sure. Yeah. Yep.
That's when I really started learning how to play the songs, how it was played on the record. Even like Can't Hide Love. Da, 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 boom, dum, dum.
Ugh.
If you know that song, it starts off with 2 stick clicks. And then school, not to be jumping around, but in
No, go.
school,
Yeah.
w- Mike ran the class so tough to the point where it was like, yo, all right, who's ready? All right, count it off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, that's enough. Who's next?
Wow. If you didn't even know to count them properly, next.
Because the count is 1, 2, 1, 2, click, click.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a click, click. There's a click there. Whether or not if it's a mistake or not, it's there.
It's there. Right.
And he was waiting for that. It was times in class no one got past the count.
Wow.
He'll end the class early, like on some like, all right, well, it seems like nobody's done the homework. I'm gonna go home now.
And left.
And left. People still in the class. Like,
Okay. Can
you
you
know what
talk
I mean?
about? Yeah, I would love. One of the things you've talked about before was, it's one of my favorite things is to watch your Instagram. I'm going to call it a rant, but it's very informative. But you know what it is. It feels like you're thinking about something, and then you're like, y'all need to hear this,
Yeah.
right? And which is great.
Yeah.
The topic you were talking about was learning the song, and you don't really know the song, and putting in amount of time to learn the song. Right? And you were like, just because you've heard this song thousands of times doesn't mean you know the song. And then you gave a few examples and you put it all together, which is perfect. But can you talk a bit about your process of learning a song and hearing a song? Because one of my great friends, and you know John Wood Jr. John
I don't know him
told me,
personally, but I know of him. He's a guy,
yeah, yeah,
he's a beast, like respect.
beast, right? But he told me a long time ago, man, you'll never be able to play anything you can't hear.
Oof, that is the truth. So the
And
truth.
Chaun, it took me a minute to understand what he was talking about because I'm like, I'm listening to the same thing you're listening to. He's like, no, you're not.
Yes. Yes,
No, you're not.
man. Yeah.
So can you talk about your process? How do you go about listening to music? What was that process of reshaping your brain to learn music, right? Because initially that wasn't your process.
Bro, not at all, D. Not at all. Man, okay, so when learning a song, I'm I'm learning the song. I'm like, my whole process with learning songs is different, bro. Like I'll throw the song and I'll if I don't have the MP3, I'll rip it from somewhere or I'll record it from somewhere and I'll throw it in the Ableton and I'll set
Yeah.
markers. I'll set my markers.
Yeah.
So if I need to, I can just set the locator and just repeat that section
Yeah.
if just to get it under my hands. Um that's really the process, bro. And then put in the reps to learn it, right? That's just like learning it, right? But even with that, it's like, yo, the first time going down it, I might not play it verbatim. I might not play it all the way verbatim. You know what I
Okay.
mean? A- And even then, like, I have to go through it a couple of times to actually feel like, all right, cool. Like, this sounds about right. This sounds like I got
Yeah.
it. But even then, the song has not gotten me.
Mm.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because there's a time period where, like, yo, you play a song enough. If you play a song enough, the song will get you, and then you'll start hearing more things.
Sure.
That's why I take the perspective of like when Prince will say, like I heard Jimmy Jam talk about like him learning a song or like him learning, having to, like he knows the song and like Prince is like, Jimmy Jam, why aren't you playing, why aren't you doing the dance steps? Or
Mm.
Jimmy Jam, why aren't you playing, what are you doing with your left hand? And he's like, nothing. He was like, play, play the chord, play the same thing with your left hand. He was like, but that's not
Yeah.
in the song. He was like, it doesn't matter. The song needs to sound bigger.
Got it.
I need the song to sound bigger. It's like, all right, cool. Next thing you know, it's like, Jimmy Jam, Jimmy Jam, why aren't you doing the dance steps? It's like, because I'm playing. And he was like, you know the song already. You should be able to do the dance steps. And sure enough, Jimmy
Right.
Jam learned the dance steps. And so I'm of that mindset to where it's like, yo, and he said, like, you know, when I came at the next day, I was doing the dance steps, taking off my handkerchief, wiping the sweat away, and I was like locking it in. It was like, yo, we can always do more.
Yeah.
We can
Okay.
always do more. And so the song becomes bigger and it sounds, and it like, so now, like, as I'm learning the song and I got it under my hands, it just doesn't stop there. I now know the song. Now,
Mhm.
how can I make the song sound bigger?
Okay.
How can I make it sound like, how can I make it groove more? And it's like that bigger doesn't necessarily have to be all here. Like, how can I make
Sure.
it sit deep? How can I make it sound deeper? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and that's when, like, you know, the ghost notes of Meshon pop in and like the very subtle things Meshon pop in. And it's like, now I'm listening to it differently to where it's now it's like, oh my gosh, this is what they were doing.
Yeah.
This is where this came from. They weren't just recording or cutting a song. This is how they got to this place.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? This is why the bass is sitting where he's sitting. Bro, for instance, rock with you. Very, 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 very simplistic example. When they get to the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate it when the drummers go with the horns. It wears me
That's not the
down.
pattern.
It, oh my gosh, I want to
Yeah.
throw everything. I want to throw everything because it takes away from the groove.
Yeah.
It's puzzle pieces.
Yeah. You gotta
You
stay there. Yeah. Just stay
stay
there.
there because now the bass is like,
Yeah.
and like it's such a dope. I see it as like, yo, we as drummers, man, like we're like a battleship. We're like an aircraft carrier. Planes can take off of us.
Right.
Like, yo, like my wife knows the bass lines because I'll
Yeah.
sing it, like, you know what I mean, and she laughs about it all the time. Every time
Yeah.
she hears that song, she can quote it. You know what I mean, like
Right.
because she feels why it grooves so tough.
Yeah.
Everything is it's like everything is
Yeah.
is they did it for a reason. They're not just playing.
Yeah.
They're not just playing. It's not a jam session.
Sure. So you're going back in and really dissecting what this art is.
Yes. Bro, listen, I am currently in the midst of learning songs that really affect me off of this. You ever heard of Tommy Sims?
I have it. I'm sorry.
My G. Ooh,
Okay.
my
Making another
man.
note right now.
Brother, let me tell you, when I tell you right now, that is curriculum.
Okay. Tommy
Curriculum.
Sims.
From the production, the performance, the songwriting, the tones, that
Yeah.
record is all the way around curriculum. Tommy Sims is an amazing songwriter who co-wrote, I would even go as far as saying wrote, Change the World, Eric Clapton.
Wow. Okay.
But he is equally
Yeah.
a monster bassist.
Wow. Okay.
Monster bassist, bro.
Yeah.
Dog, when I tell you, when you listen to this record, man, have a ball.
Okay.
Have a ball, bro. My man Dan Needham is on drums, and he is giving a masterclass, bro.
Great.
Masterclass, bro. My man, I posted something of me meeting him on my Instagram not too long ago. My man looks like a doggone accountant.
Word.
Big, tall, white teddy bear, bro.
Yeah.
Nicest cat in the world, but plays like, bro, he plays like he's driving a locomotive, dog. Like, yo, just happy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Man. And when I tell you, like, things, like the way these guys, like, yo, man. Every time I sit down at a drum set, man, every time I'm playing with anybody, man, I want to be able to like construct
Right.
everything that I'm playing for it to sit like just puzzle pieces, bro.
Yeah. You
Puzzle
love it.
pieces. Come on, we get to do this. We get to do
Yeah.
this. We
Yeah. You
get
love it.
to. We are the
Yeah.
1%. The 1% that gets to do this.
Right.
You mean to tell me I'm gonna phone it in? You're crazy. You're
Yeah.
insane. You know, I'm gonna fill up every space like I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. No way.
Right.
No. I'm gonna take my time with this, bro. I'm gonna take my time with this. I'm gonna make it feel good to me. So when I get ready to take off of this
Yeah.
battleship,
We're gone. Yeah.
that's why I feel like that's why I love like jazz to me is kung fu.
Mm.
It's wushu.
Yeah. You're right. You're 100% correct.
It's a way of life, bro. It's like, yo, this is what I use to keep this tight. So
Yeah.
so I can take off from my ghost notey stuff and then bubble up and start doing whatever and have it still
Whatever you
come right,
want.
whatever I want. So I can come right back down to here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we ought
Yeah.
to be like a doggone pot of boiling water.
Right.
We ought to be able to be dialed up and dialed down whenever
Mm-hmm.
needed. Whenever
Yeah.
needed. Because we only got one job.
Right.
One. And then I'll think about that, man. Like, yo, my man Tayron Lockett told me once, man. He was like, yo, one of his OGs told him, like, you should only be playing at 70%. 75%. And I look and it just hit me like
What do you mean by that?
75%, bro. Let that be like your marker. Like if you're playing at 100%, you might be doing too much.
Okay.
You might be like blowing your load too quick.
Yeah. Fair.
You know what I mean? 75%, that feels good. That's where you set your thermometer at. That's where your
Yeah.
pops may
Okay.
set his thermometer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't
Yes,
you
sir.
touch my thermostat.
Right.
That kind of vibe, right? But now that got me to thinking like, yo, how can I make that 75% sound like 100%?
Yeah.
How can I make my 35% sound like 100%? It makes me think
No.
like, yo, like I love like Dragon Ball Z, right? I'm over here looking at my pajamas. They're Dragon Ball Z pajamas right here.
Okay.
But like I look at like them and like how they assess their power. Like Goku might be fighting at like 25% of his power, but he whooping tail. My man, he works out with weighted clothes.
Sure.
So when he takes them off and it hits the ground, it's like the whole earth shakes.
Yeah.
How can we do that?
Understand.
You know what I mean? So when you hear like
Yeah.
people like Steve Gadd play, you see him play and it's like, it doesn't seem like he's doing anything,
No.
but he's whooping ass, bro. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
like,
That's a fact.
oh my God. Like Cass is like, yo, still at an
Still.
old age, murdering.
Yeah. 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, Cass is no longer like, yo, when she get to, it's not like, I heard somebody say like, you know, I heard one of the homies say like, man, you know, I don't want to get slow when I get older. I want to get slower. And I'm like, yo, I don't think you get slower.
Okay.
I think you get more choosier.
Yeah. You make different decisions.
You dig what I'm saying? You're making weight like
Yeah.
you're not, it's like your conveyor belt gets slower. Your conveyor
Yeah.
belt of choices gets slower, and you get way more choosier about pulling stuff down versus like your conveyor belt going by super fast. You feel like, oh, I want to put
You
this
gotta
in.
grab it all.
And you're grabbing a bunch of stuff, and it sounds like that.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're just, and you're trying to fit things into places where it doesn't work
Yeah.
musically. And it's like, that's not musical.
So you're
That,
always listening.
oh my gosh. What that's the, bro, that's the main, man. Oh man. I have this saying, bro, like, man, I can talk about this all. Why are you doing this? I have this saying, like, your personality speaks through your playing.
Mm,
You can tell a person, like, you can tell a person's personality by how much space they give, how much room they give, how much room they give to anybody else talking.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, like how much they listen, like how much input they're giving to anything they're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah.
can tell their personality. And sure enough, man, like, people sound like that. I'm not gonna talk about like drummers these days, man, because it takes, man, like, musicians these days. It takes time, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time. It's just time, and like and like getting and stepping out of yourself.
Yeah.
And once you step out of yourself, you start noticing, like, there's other people around. And it's like, it is a playground that we're on right now. And there's other
Right.
people playing.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let me see what
Yeah.
these other guys is talking about when they're playing. Let me like see what game they're playing. Like, what is their
Yeah.
perspective when they, you know what I mean? Like,
Show interest in what's going
yo,
on around you. Yeah.
be interested, because there's so much interesting
Yeah.
things, so many interesting things happening around us that it's like, and we're only on this earth for a finite time, bro. We're all headed
Sure.
in the same direction, and I am in no rush.
Right. Yeah. No rush.
No rush. No
Yeah.
rush. No more.
Right.
No more. I want to hear,
Yeah.
man, dude, watching you, bro, if I may, watching you post all the stuff that you posting with this take gig, dog. It's seeing it from the perspective of, oh, my man who was like down the hallway from us
Yeah.
at Third Encore, to now it's like,
Thank you, bro.
my man got two bell brass happening with. I'm over here like happy about it. And like, like,
Thank you, man.
I see you having fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta have fun with it.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
see you leaning in because you get to do this.
Yeah.
And that's what I see when you play. I get to do this.
Thank you.
And it's like, that blesses me. Like, let's go. What do you
Yeah.
mean? All the way in. More content. More. More.
Yeah. Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
You know what I
More.
mean?
Yeah.
Hearing Rex, Max Shawn come out of nowhere, like, he starts giving his input about certain things and bringing up conversations and like
I
really,
love it.
oh my gosh.
I love it. I love the way he's delivering it, and I love how he's scoping it. Originally, it was a little
Oh,
harsh,
yeah.
but now
Hey,
he's really refined. But I'm okay with that. Starting it and
yeah.
then figuring it out.
Yeah.
It's a very refined, and I love it. I actually DM'd him
Yeah.
like a couple days ago, just saying how much I enjoy it
Oh,
and the conversations that he's putting out there. And
yes.
I hope we're listening.
Yes. Yes. I
I
hope so
really hope
too,
we're
man.
listening.
Cause I mean, like,
You know,
we have, I mean, like, this business, bro, this business.
great. That was actually my last question for you. So please pivot there. Please pivot there. How you navigating it? What do you think about? Where is it heading? And this is just your opinion. Obviously, we can't put anything in stone. But
Adam Blackstone said, like, he said something, and it kind of like, oh, man. You ever seen Ford versus Ferrari?
Mhm. Yep.
You know what pretty much the crux of that movie is?
What do you what?
Or even like, not so much the crux, but it's like, the gist of that movie is like, play the game.
Yes. Yep. So how are you playing it? Are you
But
still playing it?
yeah, bro, different, way different, so
Okay.
different, so different,
Yeah, okay.
so different. Listen,
Yeah.
that praise God for Marcus Aurelius and his time as a Roman emperor, and praise God for his journals. Um, Stoic s- Stoic philosophy has helped me a lot.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Stoic philosophy has definitely helped me so much because it told me and it put me in a position of I don't have to have an opinion. I don't have to say anything.
Yep.
One, because the situation is not asking for my opinion. And so I don't have to give it.
Yeah. Yep.
Better yet, I don't even have to have one.
Mm-mm.
Let's just start there.
Yep. That's a valuable lesson. It is a valuable
Bro,
lesson.
um, man, there's a lot of grifting taking place in this business.
Okay.
A lot of grifting.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people leaning into things that ain't got nothing to do with the business and all to do that ain't got nothing to do with the music.
With the music, yes.
Has nothing
Yep.
to do with the music and your ability to play the music.
Yep.
Everything to do with the business.
Yes.
Everything to do with the business. Um, I used to have a huge problem with people that started off the conversation with like, man, you just got to be a good hang. That that would chafe my ass so much, bro. Because it had nothing to do with doing the job, doing
Sure.
a good job, creating that trust to where like people don't have to worry about you not showing up on time, not knowing the material. You know what I mean? Like people don't have to worry
Sure.
about like, yo, when it's time to go, you are you afraid or are you amped?
Right.
Are you ready to go? And I mean
Right.
to the abyss. Are you ready
Yeah.
to go? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
like we have this saying, my man Leonard Jarman, like, yo, aggressive worship. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean? Like, are
Yep.
you cause I'm beelining it. Beelining it.
Yep.
I'm going there. Either you coming with me or you're not.
Yeah.
Aggressive worship.
And that's okay.
And straight up and down, it doesn't matter what music I'm playing. It's always been that. Whether or not if it's fusion, jazz, gospel,
Yeah.
singer-songwriter, it's that. I am going there.
Yeah.
I'm beelining it. It's going to still sound musical, but it's going there in that way
Yeah. 100%.
because I get to do this. And God has given me, He gave me this. So
Yeah.
why would I shortchange or shirk my responsibilities there?
Sure.
Perspective, right? Business don't give two shits about that
At all.
at
Yep.
all. It doesn't
At
care.
all.
It doesn't care at all. Who can do the job? Who who can learn the music? Who knows the music? Who has a nice attitude? Who's nice to be around? Who's cool to be around? Who has a
Yep.
sweet spirit?
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah.
And so, which is all good, is super dope, right?
Yeah.
But we have grifters. We have very deceptive individuals. We have people that'll lean into that. Doing just that.
Only. Okay.
Only.
Yeah.
Only. And thinking that that is going to keep them. And really, most of the time, from what I've seen, it works.
Yeah. Yep.
It
'Cause they like you.
works because they like you and they're
Yeah.
cool to be around. And it's always fun when they're
Yep.
around. They're always having a joking or they're always
Yep.
always serving the other people. I see them always doing these things.
Sure.
I see them always doing these things.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yo, these cats play the game how they play the game. And it's like I've gotten to a place where it's like, I'm gonna play the game because I had somebody tell me this. We need people like you to play the game
Yeah.
because at the very least, the music is gonna be right. It's always gonna be right.
Yeah.
People that really, really rock, they rock with you. The real ones that rock with you, they're gonna rock with you the long way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Facts.
You know what I mean? They're gonna rock with you the long way, and they gonna never have to worry about you.
Yep. That's a fact.
So my thing has now become like, I'm not, I don't do, I haven't done well with people that are insecure with themselves
Hmm. Is it a personality conflict for you? Understood.
because insecurity would turn a person into it'll turn a person into a monster.
Yeah. For you, what is it that is
I can't take
pushing you in
nervous,
this round?
I'm not a fan of nervous energy like that.
I see.
Yeah, I'm from Rochester, bro. What you so nervous about? Why do I see you doing this? Why are you trying to get, why you look like a
Yeah.
snake trying to get in on something. You're trying to like find a way to like get in with me versus just
Right.
coming straight to me.
Got it. They're not shooting it straight.
You're not
Got it.
shooting it straight. You're trying to find an in route. So like I might run into a person that's like, they may try and try to find like common ground with me with gossip
Mm.
by trying to tear somebody else down via
Yeah.
gossip. And I'm looking at them like, you would start there?
Yeah.
That's weird. That's strange.
Like you don't
Or,
even know me. Well,
yeah, yeah, no, you don't know who I know. You know what I mean?
right.
Like you expect me to join in with you with this gossip as if
Yeah.
I'm okay with gossiping.
Yeah. And
Nah,
you would do it
bro.
to me.
You would do it to me. But
Right.
to, to me, you know what I mean? Like if you would do it to them,
Yeah.
I know you talking trash about me, especially if
Right.
if I'm not giving you the praise that you want, if I'm not
Yep.
giving you the validation that you want. It's like you want me to say, "Oh yeah, you sound great, man. You sound dope. Oh man, you killing. Oh man, this is not so forth." You want
Yeah.
I've already said that. I said, "We're here. We're doing it. We're doing the thing. The thing is being
Yeah.
done because we're all here together doing the thing. What more do you want from me? You want
Sure.
more. You That's weird. I don't even
You did
know
every
you.
time.
It's every
Yeah.
time. You know what I mean? Like it's like snakish behavior.
Mhm.
And I don't, it's like, why are you trying to find an end to get in? It's like bad networking.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Opportunist, more or less.
I am not a fan, bro. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. As
That's not your
we,
character.
oh, bro, it's not, no. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's not your character.
no, man. I'm neighborhood. I'm not Hollywood. I'm so
Yeah.
neighborhood, bro.
Yep.
You can trust me around your sisters.
Yeah.
You can trust me around your family.
Yeah.
That type of behavior, you can't trust around, you can't trust it. You can't
Right.
trust it. You wanna use me to get somewhere.
Right.
Or like, I can't, and so, when people see that they can't get in, it's either praise or provoke.
I see. I see.
So I am of the mindset, I'll be quiet. We as humans are meaning making machines. You can make my silence mean whatever you like.
Mm,
But the one thing you won't do is implicate me on any ugliness.
understood.
It won't happen. I'm not
So you're always
doing that.
conscious of
Bro.
your representation outwards.
Got to be.
So, okay, now I'm gonna push back just a touch
Yes, sir.
because I'm very intrigued on this because you have a personality type that isn't favorable right now. Isolation and being quiet and lone wolf, even though you're incredible,
Mm.
even though I know your heart, I know your character, I know what you stand for and those types of things, but walking into new rooms, walking into
Yeah.
new camps
Yeah,
and
yeah,
things like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, talk
How
about it.
how are how are you navigating that? Because that's a very that silence you just mentioned, because they can interpret it anyway,
Yeah.
it oftentimes gets interpreted, "He doesn't like us.
Yeah.
He's standoffish. He doesn't
Yeah.
really wanna be here. He's ready to go."
Yeah. Yeah, no. That is that's what I know because I'm aware of that. I don't
Sure.
I'm kicking it with everybody for the most part.
Got you. Okay.
Everybody knows, like, I'm like, it's very playground vibes, bro. Like, when I tell you all inclusive, not exclusive.
Yeah. Okay.
All inclusive, not exclusive. If you a Luna Lovegood type, and I mean Harry Potter, Luna Lovegood, like the
Yeah.
weirdo,
Yeah.
like, yo,
Yeah.
and you just like to spin around in circles in the corner, I'm like, leave that person alone. Let them be. They are living
Yeah.
their best life.
Right.
I'll come and spin with you if you want me to. You
Sure.
dig what I'm saying? Like, yo, I am of that mindset. And I mean, like, when I tell you, like, when the real ones rock with you the long way, it's like, yo, we rock. And cats will see. And like, if they rock with you, if they that's the only reason why I've been on this gig as long as I have been.
Right.
Cause LD's like, yo, she's full on like she's loyal and she's willing to see like, yo, who's what.
Yeah.
Straight up and down, like and like she's not forceful and like trying to make you be something that you're not. She's like, yo, she's willing to see the personality unfold like a flower, bro.
Wow. That's incredible.
I probably could have been off this gig long time ago, cuz I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking, B. It could have happened. It could have happened. Like, yeah, easily. It probably could have happened. You know what I mean? But like, yo, people they see me and they like, yo, they know what it is. They
Right.
know what it is. And I know, man. Where I come from, man, where we come from, the dealing with the type of people that we grew up dealing with, is like, yo, man, if cats wanted that smoke, man, shoot, we can burn this whole place down.
Yeah, we can get busy if we need to.
You dig what I'm
Right.
saying, man? It's like,
Yeah.
yo, man, I know where I'm at. I'm aware. I am well aware. Well, and that's the
Yeah.
one thing I had to like through all these gigs, bro. Man, I've been in situations where like, yo, I met Sharon had to audition for a gig that I already had.
Wow.
Bro,
Yikes.
they've given us the tour dates already. And then they get a call. We get a call back saying, hey, yeah, so we're holding auditions. And we just want to see who else is out there. Just like, if you guys would like, you're more than welcome to come in and audition again if you'd like, you know. But we just want to see who else is out there. I audition, get the gig, go home, start calling center staging and all my cartage company and seeing like, yo, when can I get my drums over there for rehearsal starting that Monday? And then I
Right.
say, not even an hour or two later, I get a call back saying, hey, yeah, we decided to go a different direction.
Sheesh.
That happened.
Oh, yeah, it happens all the time.
No. Yeah, but that happened to me. Like
That's insane.
that happened, bro. That happened to me. So
Wow.
I've learned to become aware of my how I move
Yes,
and
sir.
how and how unsettling that could be to people that are insecure.
Mm.
You know what I
Do you
mean?
try to comfort that insecurity, or you just how do you navigate that?
I try as best as you can. I try. Bro, that's one
Yeah.
of the first things I did when I got on this doggone gig. I told these cats, I was like, hey, man, listen, I am no one to you. Anybody has to impress. I'm just happy to be here with y'all.
Yeah.
Grateful to be able to do this gig with y'all, man. Y'all sound great, man. I thank you for welcoming me.
Sure.
Off the rip.
Out the game.
You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, yo, listen,
I'm here.
I'm here. Don't feel like you gotta impress me. I don't want to feel like the same. Or this is not so. It'd be great if I don't have to feel like I have to impress you or nothing like that, whatever. But like,
Yeah.
hey, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not with the frat boy stuff. No carrots up the butt. We ain't doing that.
Right.
Other than that, yo, we can be cool. We can have fun. Easy.
Right.
Plain and simple. And sure enough, it's that. It's always gonna be
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because I don't know how cats in Nashville move. I don't know that dynamic. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but I know I've always been the new guy on the gig.
Right.
I've always been the new guy on the gig, but I never actually felt comfortable enough to be like, yo, listen, hey, I'm just happy to be a
Yeah.
part.
Yep. That's it.
You know what I mean?
Non-threatening. No
Non-threatening.
barriers
Hey,
here.
you know what I
Right.
mean? I'm not trying to kiss no butt. I'm not with no haze and nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, man, I'm not gonna try to make you feel uncomfortable. I'm not gonna demean you. I'm not that dude. I'm not
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm not gonna aggress you or whatever. I'm not trying to do that, man. If I feel like I gotta do that, I don't want to be here.
No, it's too much.
It's too much. I don't want to bring that energy back to my home, to my newborn.
Right. That's
To
a
my
lot.
newborn, I don't want to bring that energy back home. That's whack. And it's bad for
Yeah.
the music.
Mm.
In my mind, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to play this music.
Yeah.
I
You
am
never lose sight of that, huh?
no, never. I won't. I will not. I will not. Because why else am I here? To hang out?
Right.
That's
You
gonna
never lose sight of
happen.
that.
That's gonna happen. The hang is gonna happen. The hang is gonna
Yeah.
happen after you hear me play these songs the first time, and you feel like, oh man, he knows the song. He got all the hits. All this. Oh man, he
Yeah,
really
we
does
could
his
be
homework.
good. Yeah. Yeah.
That's where the trust is
You
built.
make the comfort happen.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Comfort.
Let's
Yeah.
go. I'm the loudest one on the doggone stage. Y'all need to feel comfortable.
Right.
It starts with me. I am the bottom of the doggone food chain. I am the
Yeah.
cornerstone, if not. You know what I mean? Like, we're on the foundation.
Absolutely. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, that's why I say, like, we're the battleships. We're the aircraft carrier.
Yep.
If I get on that gig and I sound like a dinghy or a raft boat,
Unsure. Real questionable. Yep. That's a fact.
when do we ever get to the hang?
Never.
You'll never get to the hang.
You'll never get there.
You'll never get to the hang if I sound unsure. What? They'll be wondering, like, why is he hanging? He doesn't know the music.
That's a fact. Well, you don't have time to hang,
I
sir.
ain't got no time to hang. I got music to learn.
Right.
You dig?
Yep.
Like, the perspective, man, like the thought process these days, man, it blows me away. It really
Yeah. Yep.
it blows me away. So when I'm coming across these people that, like, yo, they lean into the hang first, before we even touch a song, before I even know, do you even know when to come in?
Right.
You cutting off the song, you start playing. I'm like, yo, you don't come in until the second verse.
Yeah. Spending too much time on character, not enough on the art form.
And as far as I'm concerned, man, how you do anything is how you do everything. If you're doing
Yeah.
that, I know your character ain't right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, how can we hang and I can actually trust who you are? How can I trust you're saying to me, like, how can I trust anything you say?
Right.
if you're not even willing to do the work to prepare yourself to come into the rehearsal?
Sure.
You're over here
Paid
rehearsing.
opportunity. Right.
What are we doing?
Yeah. What's going on right now?
What's going on right now? What's happening right now? So wait a minute. You mean to tell me you's a great hang and you're fun and you're all this and this and this and that, so on and so forth, but you're not the type to do the work before you get to rehearsal? You're doing the work at rehearsal? And you
Gotta
and
go.
you're not even built like that?
Yeah, you gotta go.
And, and we supposed to hang?
Right. You can
Uh,
almost feel a little disrespected sometimes.
Come on, man. And that's why I say
Yeah, I understand.
that's why I say like I can't have an opinion on the matter.
I get it.
That's where that whole philosophy comes in. It's like I have no opinion on the matter.
Yeah.
I have no
Okay.
opinion on the matter. Like, yo, your gear keeps jacking up on the gig. You have to stop and like redo whatever on the gig
Often. Right.
often.
Often. Yeah.
And we're doing all that we know to do to make sure that does not happen before rehearsal starts.
Yeah.
We're locking in our programming. I mean, triggers,
Yeah.
making sure them
Locking in.
things don't double trigger
Yeah.
weeks in advance. We care about y'all. I care about my team that much to make sure I'm not wasting their time, to make sure I have my stuff in order.
Yeah. 100%.
That's what we're talking about.
Right.
That's the ego. That's me being like, that's me taking out all of my ego and putting like the work in to make
Yeah.
sure so I can get there and so I can hang. I'm doing all the
Right.
so I can hang.
Yeah. 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 You take
Like
the ego out and put care.
just like Jada Kiss, bro. Yo, these people, bro. Yo, they said it like on the verses, man. Like, yo, he cared.
Yeah.
He cared.
Yeah.
That's why that verses was so dope. He kept rapping even when the music was out. It was like, yo, cause he cared. Yeah, of course.
Right.
These people ain't coming out like they're not coming here to pay me. They're not. She's paying me.
Right.
She's paying me.
Right.
Cause I'm gonna do the work because I care.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get it.
like you know what I mean? Like I care about
Yeah.
the hang that much.
Yeah. Yep.
They gotta be a good hang. I care about being a good hang that much that I would do the work
Right.
prior.
You gotta
I'll
make a
lock,
video about that.
bro.
You gotta make a video about that. Make a note and go ahead and release that, man, because that the world should hear that perspective because it's a unique perspective.
Oh, because if you
You know,
think about it,
but
man, let's think
it's the
about
right
it.
one though.
So how you do anything is how you do everything. If I'm
Yeah.
leaning into the hang that much to the point where the work is suffering, what am I doing?
Right.
What table am I getting? What table do I think I'm getting a seat at?
Sure. Yep. Chaun, how just I want to close out here because I think you have a brilliant way of approaching this.
Love, bro. Love, man. I appreciate.
You
Oh,
know,
man. I'm
you
sorry,
you
man. It's
really
like,
do.
dude, we get to do this.
Yeah.
This is not something that every people look at me like on some like, oh man, your work is so much fun. Oh, you just get to do this and this is not so on and so forth. Man, it's a lot of work that goes into this.
Yeah, it wasn't by accident.
No,
Yeah, they discredit all the stuff they never see.
they never
Even
see.
they
Oh,
never see it.
they don't
Yep.
see us in the gym, bro. Like
Yeah, really get into it.
they don't smell the gym. They
Right.
don't know what the locker room smells like. It is stinky in there. It's
Right.
funky. It does
Right.
not smell good.
Yeah.
It don't smell
Yeah.
good in there.
Right. But you still have to go.
But you gotta go.
You gotta
Bro,
go.
it don't
You
smell
gotta go.
because we're in there.
Yeah.
Sweating.
Get into it.
Getting to it. Farting.
Yeah.
profusely. That drum throne has never been the same.
No, never. So, give me what advice would you give to new musicians? Just to close this out, or up and coming musicians that are in the game. What kind of advice would you want to offer them? And if you want to narrow it down, if you want to just make it just drummers, that's great too. But just something
Easy.
where let's do it.
Lean into the journey.
Mm, okay. So not the outcome.
Lean into the journey, man, because once it's done, it's done.
Wow.
Lean into the journey because once it's done, it's done. Lean in. Lean into the
Yeah.
process,
Yeah.
bro, because once it's done, it's done. It is done. That goes from like, yo, if you mess around, started off a gig playing with one of your players, like one of your friends that you just lock in with, and they for some reason one of y'all end up not being on the gig no more, it's done.
Done.
You got to start all over again.
Wow.
Think about that. Something as small as that. Talk about the hang.
Yeah.
Bro, lean into the process, man. And I mean it, bro. Like, yo, the preparation, get into the reps.
Yeah. And get
Get
excited about it.
excited about it, man. Get excited about the hurt,
Yeah. Yeah.
about that.
Goggins. Yeah, Goggins has a
Oh,
thing.
straight up and down, man.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
excited about the
Yeah.
hurt, the
Yeah.
pain.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm waking up my son.
No, all good. I think that's perfect.
Sorry, I'm
No,
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
totally
sorry. No, no,
perfect.
no, no, no. I'm sorry. I gotta pull it. I'm sorry. I'm getting too hyped. Get excited about the reps and the
Yeah. Yeah.
preparation because that's when the growth happens. That's when you get really locked into what you're doing. That's when the care develops.
Right.
That's when the care develops. That's when you start getting perspectives like, yo, I'm practicing this much so I can hang.
Yeah.
I'm getting to rehearsal well in advance to just so I can have my stuff ready and prepped
Yeah,
so I
ready
can
to go. Yeah, ready
hang
to go.
when the guys
Yes.
come in and I can be like, "Yo, hey, what's up?" I can actually do the kind like all the hang stuff
Yeah.
prior to rehearsals happening because it doesn't take any time for a keyboardist to set up. It takes no time for a horn player to set up. Bass
Right.
player, no
Right.
time. It takes all the time in the world for us as drummers to set up.
Yeah. Facts.
You know what I mean? So like, yo, get used to getting there at hours earlier.
Right.
Cause why
Right.
not? Take the time out to get comfortable on your set.
Get
Practice a
snug.
little
Get
bit. Get
snug.
snug.
Yeah.
Yo, man,
Yeah.
get your food before they mess around come in so they can walk in. You just in there eating, chilling, or whatever.
Right.
Get your coffee
Right.
early. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Right.
lock into the process, man, because once it's done, it's done. It's done.
Done.
It's done.
Wow.
The
Wow.
same way, man. Like, yo, we're all headed into one direction. And God forbid you hurt yourself.
Whew.
Bro,
Whew.
treat this thing like you're LeBron James, bro.
Yeah.
Or like Kobe, or treat it like Kobe. Treat it like Kobe. Treat
Yeah.
it like Kobe,
Yeah.
man. We got one job to do. Take care of your body, take care of your health. Because if you can't, if your health ain't right, man, you can't play.
It's a fact. Can't do anything without your health.
Bro,
Nothing.
sciatica is a real thing.
Yeah.
If
Yep.
you can't move, you can't play.
Cannot do anything without your health.
So
Doesn't
that's
matter. Doesn't matter. Yep.
you can't do
Yep.
nothing. You can't do nothing without your health, bro.
Yeah.
Like get it
You can't even get your to-do list done.
on, dog.
Can't even do the dishes.
Nothing.
The basic stuff.
Nothing,
Nothing. Do nothing. Take care
bro.
of your body.
Take care of your body, man. Because we got one job, man. And like, yo, you don't want to be stopped. You don't want to be stopped by nobody, not even
Right.
yourself.
Right. Right.
Not even yourself. And that self-sabotage is a real thing.
Yeah. Absolutely. Sean, we're gonna have to do part
Bro,
2.
I'm into it.
Yeah, because
Really
you
into
have
it.
few things I still wanted to talk to you about, but you have a wealth of knowledge and a beautiful perspective that I think the world just needed to hear you.
Big love, bro. I mean it, man.
Yeah,
It means
yeah.
I can't believe we've been on here for about 2 hours, bro. Like, just think about it. It's like, I'm surprised that my man is just now, like, moving around with all this doggone talking. But, like, thank you for this
Right.
opportunity, man, because the only people I get to talk to about this stuff is the people that I get to work with, and,
Yeah.
like, I don't spend much time talking about this stuff with people. One, because I don't think they really actually wanna hear it or they don't care.
Yeah. That you know what I found, man, I think people were hungry for it because we've lost the grandfathers, we've lost the grandmothers, we've lost our parents really being able to be there and hone it. We've lost the good coaching. We've
Yeah.
lost the people that are being like, "That's not good." We've
That.
lost that,
Yes.
and
I'm
I'm
nice.
fine. Yeah, and they're worried about the feelings, and what I've found is with the podcast, with the master classes and consults, they're yearning for this
Yeah.
information, man. They really are. They're like, "No one would tell me." No one would say everybody's like, "Oh, man, you're just keep doing this, keep doing this." No one's honest with me. You know, people are Sean, I'm hearing this a lot, that people are just not being honest with him, or they don't wanna give him the real time of day, and I'm like, "This is part of why off script's great."
That is a
It's
whole
because
other conversation, sir.
right, right. But this is a place for
Yeah.
people, one, for us to have voices because we don't really get them, and that's okay. We've chosen a profession that is supporting another person's dream, and that's okay,
Yeah.
as we live
Yeah.
ours. But we're also we're missing that really informative piece of helping and giving back, and part of it is that we have a generation that doesn't give a damn what a short attention span, that's a fact, but it really started diluting and not helping the people that were like, "Hey, but I really do care. I can someone can someone? Anybody?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's dope, man, and I'm honored that you're on. Like I said, I was telling Bree this, it's just like, I'm so pumped to talk to Sean, and I was telling her the
That
first time we met
yo,
at
bro.
Karaoke, I was like, "I'm just so jazzed to talk to you because you're a phenomenal storyteller, number
Big
1,
love.
but you're a wealth of positive, good information that is honest."
Wow, bless you, man. I really appreciate it, dude.
You
I'm not
you
trying to
know?
lie. And that's even with my plan, bro. I'm not trying to lie. I'm not lying, bro. I'm not lying.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not trying to lie. That's not my thing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then my playing and my talking, like I'm not doing that. If I gotta lie to you, bro, then it's
One of us doesn't need to be here, you know? You gotta start lying. Somebody in this equation needs to go.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
whack, bro. It's just a whack way to be. To me, it's a whack way to be. And it'll always be a whack way
yeah.
to be. You know what I
I
mean?
agree. I agree. 100%. But you deserve your flowers, brother, so thank
Love,
you for
man.
being you,
Love,
for
bro. I
for
appreciate you,
your
man.
gift and your artistry and your brain.
Man. Wow,
You
dude.
know, it's great.
Bless you, bro.
It's
Bless
great.
you,
It's
bro.
great.
I appreciate you,
Sean
man.
will thank you for being here, man. We'll link everything. I'll get all your contacts and we'll link it in the
For
bio
sure.
so people can reach out and follow your journey, and especially your Instagram.
Man.
Forget the playing. That's there, right? You that'll be there. That'll always be there, and that's also something to digest. But your mind
Well,
is something that people really should just listen to the words you speak and the place it's coming from. You know, you don't carry a
yeah,
stance.
yeah.
It's just like, yo, this is what it is.
Yeah.
If you want to listen to it, cool. Here's a video and enjoy. If not, well, okay, cool. I'm gonna say it, and then I'm about to go practice these drums.
And I'm out.
And you're gone. And it resonates that way, and I think it's dope.
Love,
So thank you again, Sean. I appreciate you, man.
man. I appreciate you, Jeb, man. It means a lot, bro. For real, man.
Yes, sir. Everybody, thanks for listening. Appreciate y'all.